Now, real excited. I think we got a great class this year. 7 guys, a couple local players, 2 international players, and 3 players from within the region. So real balanced group, great group of young men. I mean, they all possess the values, you know, the moral strengths that we're looking for in our players, the work rate. They want to be part of something great. So let's talk about them. So we got 2 local guys coming in next year, Nick Mealy out of St. Pius and Josh Dye from La Cueva. 2 guys, you know, we've watched play for, you know, several years now. Probably watched them for 3 or 4 years and watched them grow and progress and develop. And just two great young men from excellent families, and they're both winners. Great students, great competitors. So I couldn't ask for anything more. Real happy to have them, you know, be part of our program. And 2 local guys that want to be here. You know, they had lots of options, and they both said, hey, we want to be Lobos. We watched you guys from the stands, and now we want to be there on the field with you. Nick's a big kid. You know, he's 6'4", great in the air. We see him as a central defender for us. I think he's going to be able to play pretty quickly for us. He's a tough kid, great in the air. He's a competitor, he's a leader, he's been a captain on every team he's been part of. So he's going to adapt quickly, and he's going to be a good one for us. Josh, you know, another big kid, you know, 6'2", 6'3", great feet, good vision. Plays like a smaller guy. You know, sometimes I wish he probably played like more of a bigger guy and had a little bit more, you know, metal to him and hit some people. But I think that'll develop. He's just the nicest kid in the world. Great student, great vision, you know, technician. He's going to turn into a great player for us. No question about it. And he, you know, another one played at a successful high school. Played at La Cueva High School, won a couple of state championships, and both. Nick and Josh have played together the last 6 years on the Classic Gladiators, which has been one of the most successful club teams out of Albuquerque in a long time. They're both real well coached. Their club coach, Gabe Nocier, one of the best coaches in the region. Nick was coached at St. Pius by Mike Stratty, who was a star here at UNM, and I'm sure he's told Nick what to expect, what to work on, so he'll be well prepared. Kevin Driggs, a coach at La Cueva, you know, another excellent coach, prepared Josh well. So these guys know what's ahead of them. They'll be ready and well prepared. Nicholas is coming to us from Borås, Sweden. Same hometown as Simon Ademure, who's played here the last 4 years and, you know, was a standout for us, a captain. Nicholas brings an element to our team that we need to have, and that's maturity, toughness, you know, the ability to just compete against anyone. He's been very successful at the senior level in Sweden. You know, he was a great youth player, decided to play senior football, which is, you know, with men at an early age, and he's just been extremely successful. You know, he went from player of the year to rookie of the year. He's just, I think he's a guy who's getting better and better. He's a big kid, moves well, tough. You know, everything that we need. And we see him playing in the center of the park, either as a central defender, central midfielder, but he's going to bring maturity, he's going to bring a great tactical knowledge, and anytime you have guys from a foreign country, it strengthens your team, you know, because it just educates people about the world. So he's going to be a fun one to have. The man from down under, Sam Carmichael, Samo as he's called, he's already here. Sam started school here January 18th. They finished school in Australia in December, so he was able to start here early. He's got a brother that's played at an NAIA school in Illinois, so the family had some familiarity with, you know, U.S. college soccer. And Sam's another one who's played, you know, he's played with men. He hasn't played youth soccer. So he'll quickly adapt to, you know, the physical aspect, the speed of play. He probably wishes he didn't come early, because right now we're working pretty hard. You know, first 4.5, 5 weeks of our winter training is mostly physical in nature, and he's jumped right in. So with the altitude and the other side of the world, and, you know, he was coming out of 90-degree weather in Australia, and it's, you know, it's chillier here right now. It's winter, but he's doing great and just really fitting in well with the team. He's a great student, you know, a leader, a competitor. He's going to be an exciting one. Dustin Berg, Casey Phillips, and James Rogers All three are playing in the United States Soccer Federation Developmental Academy. And what that is, it's been a league, I think it's been around 3 years now. It's the highest level of youth soccer in the country. It's quite a commitment. It's sponsored at a high level by Nike and U.S. Soccer. And the purpose was to develop the best players, in the world. So there's been a lot of emphasis put into that league. And these three guys are all excelling. Dustin plays in Colorado for Real Colorado. Casey Phillips plays in Arizona, but he plays for Real Salt Lake, which is another MLS club. And then James plays for the Colorado Rapids Academy team, MLS. So these three guys are battling it out every week against the best players in the country, and they're all excelling. Well, Dustin we see as a wide player. Can play either on the left or on the right. He could probably play as a fullback, as a wide midfielder. Right now he's primarily playing on the left side in the midfield. I think Dustin could become a very special player. He's a guy that we really, really liked, and then in this last year he's kind of blown up. He's just physically matured, he's more powerful, kind of added some different elements to his game, and he's going to be one to watch. He makes it happen, and he's just passionate and competitive and confident. He's an exciting player. Casey's an interesting guy. So we saw Casey a year ago playing for a club team out of Arizona, not as well known, but really said, hey, this kid's got something. He has a special left foot, he's quick. He came to our camp last summer and lit it up at camp. We're like, hey, this kid's really got some tools. Then in July, he joined Real Salt Lake's residential program. They have a residential program in Arizona, the MLS club. And you eat, breathe, you live soccer 24/7. And he's been doing that since July, and we've seen another huge jump in his game, tactically, physically. He's grown, he's more powerful, and he still has just a wonderful left foot and that first step. So we see Casey playing as a left back. He could also play in the midfield for us. And he's a guy who's another one. He's just passionate about soccer. He trains nonstop, and just a real exciting player to watch. And I think in this environment, he's just going to keep getting better and better. James Rogers. James is currently playing, in the Academy League for the Colorado Rapids, MLS. Prior to that, he played in Utah and was involved with the Real Salt Lake's MLS side. And James is just a real dynamic player. He's a true forward. He's a scoring threat. He's got pace. He can get behind. He can combine. He's the full package. He's going to be fun to watch. Character, passion, toughness. First impressions are usually catch your eye. Are they athletic? Do they have some special technical skills? What's their tactical knowledge? How do they interact with their teammates? And then, you try to take it a step further. If their parents are around, you see how they interact with their parents, how they warm up for a game. So, you really want to get somebody that's got great character. And then, once you get going with the recruiting process, you get to talk to these guys, they visit campus, then you see what they're about. What kind of student? We want a great student. We want somebody that's coming here to get a degree and to excel. What kind of family values are there? Are these kids that are about the team, or are they about themselves? We want guys that are going to put team goals #1, and we want guys that are excited to represent the university. And when you play here, you're representing the entire state. And it has to be individuals that want to be involved, they care about the community, and they just want to make everyone better. And I think we have those kind of guys on our team. I think the 7 guys joining us share those same values, and they're going to just be a pleasure to work with on a daily basis.